This is the Gillette Sensor XL. This, guys, was the workhorse for cartridge shaving back in the day, before the turn of the century. Dude. All right, guys, it's been about 3 weeks since I posted my last shaving video. And I tell you, right before then, I was on a roll going through Jimmy G's beautiful collection of vintage cartridge razors. Today, I'm hoping to get back to it. But what took me off my stride, I got the flu. I've been busy as can be at work. And I had a family issue where I had to spend a week just with some intense stuff. So today I'm back, and in the 3 weeks or so, I grew this beard. And what I have noticed, and I believe I have to confirm, is that beards and my respiratory system do not mix. A few years ago, right before COVID, I developed adult onset asthma. So environmental factors, I was told, just all coalescing around my respiratory system, whether it's pet hair or dust or little things in the environment like certain types of tree sap. I mean, I'm sensitive to almost everything around me, and this is something that's new to me. And these stubbly bits seem to trap all the things that just don't work with me. And can you hear it? It's just difficult. So today, I'm going to get rid of the beard quickly and easily. And I'm going to finish up on Jimmy G's wonderful vintage cartridge shave with one of my favorites, if not the favorite. This is the Gillette Sensor XL. Now let's go back to the notes. It's been a while, so I'm not shy about it, guys. The Gillette Sensor XL. All right, launch date in 1993. So this would have been a prime razor for me when I first started shaving. In the late 80s, in the 90s, this was the go-to. All right, the important features of this razor. Enhanced microfin technology, or the introduction of microfin. Now, there was always this little rubber guide, hard rubber guide, but now it's a softer, more fraying kind of guide. And the dual razors on floating springs were enhanced. You've got your lube strip, you've got your beautiful pivoting head, small form factor. They rubberized these little bits here on the side of the razor so it was more acceptable to the hand. The original sensor had more hard plastic here. These are rubberized to match the rubber here. Very, very nice. Good heft to this razor. This, guys, was the workhorse for cartridge shaving back in the day, before the turn of the century. And I'm going to give it a go today. I'm going to go old school. I'm going to go new school. So Gillette Labs Rapid Foaming, what is this? Rapid Foaming Gel. And I've been hearing lots about this, so we'll be giving this a go today, all right? But before I get started, look, this message right now, I'm sending out broadly. But it's not for everyone, although I wish it was. But it's for those folks who are going to accept this message. Like I said, last 3 weeks, it's been intense flu, family emergency, lots of work, lots of issues. I found myself at times not knowing what to do. And I'm a God-fearing man. Although I don't get to church, I believe in God. I've always had a relationship with God. But my relationship has mostly been one way. Do for me. I'm in trouble. I find myself praying when I'm in trouble. And many of us do. That's not the way to go about it, guys. A relationship is two-way. There's so many things during this time I realized that I was blessed by. And I was thankful for that. And I'm encouraging those of you who are going to get this message, and I'm not going to go long on this. This is a shaving channel, not the religious channel, but those of you who are acceptable to this message, you need to get right with your relationship with God. Especially now, guys, things are going weird all over the world, right? Have that daily, multiple times daily, as much as you need. That friend, ask for guidance, ask for forgiveness. Thank the Lord for all the blessings that you have, and look in a positive light. And now I'm dropping it. Get back to the shave. The first thing I'm going to do, and thank you. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to rip this hair off so I can breathe. I'm going to do that with my favorite consumer product ever. You know it if you've been around. Philips Norelco's OneBlade Pro. I'm going to rip this off quickly. We're going to jump in the shower, clean up, steam up, and then we'll get to the shave with the Sensor XL. And for those of you guys, there's like one or two guys. And one guy had a block. I was done. You know, look, I'm losing my hair. I'm 54 years old, gonna be 55 this year. I've had a good run. Happens to the best of us. I'm not shaving my head. Not gonna do it. Now, I may crop it short and do some different things, but I'm okay with me. And I don't need you telling me to shave my head. I know, bruh. You know, you get a free product. I hope you're having fun, but you don't have to be telling me every time I shave I'm bald. I know it. I'm going bald, and so are you probably. All right, enough. Pray on that. Leave me alone about it, because I'm gonna block you. I will block you quicker than you can. I'm gonna block you, Captain Obvious. I already blocked one Captain Obvious. I'll block more. All right, here we go. This is the OneBlade Pro with the 360 pivoting head. I don't understand why it's 360, because it just don't pivot on a 360, but I like it. All right, look how quick and easy I can take this 3-week growth to nothingness. All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, with OneBlade, you have to use it against the grain. That's the way it works. So against the grain would be hair grows down, you're gonna go up. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Quick and easy, guys. Look at that. Look at that. And I can already breathe better. I can already feel the difference. It's like the door or a window was just opened, letting fresh air circulate. Ooh. Now, one of the benefits of OneBlade, one of the things I love about it the most, is the fact that you get no nicks no tugs, no pulls. So I use it under or in the nooks and crannies and around the sensitive bits. I'm going to do that right now. Take care of those areas prior to the shave. And also, it's great at trimming sideburns or trimming a goatee or your beard. What it hasn't been great for me, and it's because hair on my neck grows in all different directions, and at the top I said that it's really most productive when you trim or shave against the grain. So on my neck, where hair's growing all different ways, it's not as effective and leaves a lot of stubble until you figure out how the hair is growing. And you know you don't want to be doing that. So a razor will take care of that much better. There is also an adapter on this that'll help me do a little fade here, but I have to find that adapter. But I'm going to take care of the sideburns now. I'm going to cut these right about there on both sides. You see that little triangle that we have around our ear? So right at the center of that triangle, right at the center, I'll get in there. And I'll try to keep these the same length by going to that center of the triangle, right about there. Eyeballing it, of course. So now I have a base, a quick base to a nice BBS shave. So you know, I'm going to jump in the shower now, clean up, steam up, and we'll get to the Sensor Excel shave. All right, before I jump into the shower, I found the comb. So this is a multi-setting or multi-length comb. So I can start off long at about a 4.5. And basically trim in here. I want to trim down with the grain to just neaten up this area here. Doing that at a 4.5, and then I'll work my way in. So now I'll come now down to a 4. Until I can get to the barber. I can attempt a little bit of a fade. Now if I go in here, you can cut around the ear. Again, until I get to the barber. Don't try this at home. Now, if I wanted to go just a little bit shorter, I'll come down to a 3. And I'm not going to go up here. I'm going to just tackle like down here. Closer to the beard. And that gives you a more tapered look. Back up there. take care of that. All right. Very nice device, comes with the Pro OneBlade. With the traditional or the baseline OneBlade, you get a series of combs that attach one at a time. But this is nice because you have a dial here. You can dial it up, dial it down. All right, let's jump in the shower, steam up, clean up, and we'll get on with the shave. All right, 1993. I was just getting out of college and probably was rocking this exact razor. Probably had 2 or 3 of them because I loved, like today, going to the pharmacy and picking up a new razor. I don't know. I loved it. I've always loved it. And you probably do too. All right, Rapid Foaming Gel from Gillette Labs. Now, I've been in the shower, I've steamed up. As you can see, I've missed a few. But that's okay because I'm gonna follow it up with a great shave. All right, I'm gonna go with a little near hot water. A little near hot. We'll get it on the face. And we'll go with this Rapid Foaming Gel. If I can get it to work here. Rapid Foaming. Rapidly not foaming gel. All right, there we go. So it comes out in that little clear dollop. And it comes out thick. Got a nice smell to it. Get it on. I'm not like overly impressed by this Rapid Foaming Gel. But it is nice, it feels good. It has kind of an oily base to it, oily feel to it. I guess I was waiting for it to, oh nice, yeah. Very nice. And that sensor is doing a great job. First pass with the grain of the hair again. And again on the neck. Your hair grows in all different funky directions, so you can get into deep down the rabbit hole and do something called a beard map, where you let the hair grow long enough to really discern which way the hair is swirling around. Some people's hair grows on the neck sort of up toward the hair that's growing down. Some people have circular patterns, which I do, unfortunately. With beard mapping, you map which way the hair grows, so when you're shaving, you can deploy a strategy that is more efficient for cutting your hair. And again, that's deep down the rabbit hole, guys. For most folks with the cartridge razor, they do one pass and some additional swipes like I'm doing here. Cross grain against grain swipes. And they call it good. When you get into the snobbery of shaving, DEs, artisan soaps, alum block, straight razor, and all that jazz, that's when the beard mapping can come to play. All right, we're gonna go back in for pass number 2, a little bit more near hot. I'm gonna go with a cross grain pass, and I'm feeling all the areas that need a little special attention. And I'll go back to Rapid Foaming Gel, squeeze that out, and I'll rapidly foam. I'm rapidly foaming, guys. All right, there we go. A lot of foam is not created with this, so it's kind of a deceptive ad. or a name, rapid foaming. That's why it's not foaming, really. Maybe I have a defective bottle. It is providing great protection and a nice slick, oily buffer between you and the blade, which I like. I'm not saying I don't like it. Is it rapid foaming? I don't know. I'm not getting that. All right, let's do cross grain. So I'm gonna go across the grain. I'm using light to no pressure, letting the device do the work, and adhering or succumbing to the curves in my face and on my neck. So I'm not pushing this blade to straight lines. I'm letting it glide over the skin, and I'm letting the contours of my face and neck decide how that blade is going to go. Take some time getting proper technique, but once you get it down, it is a wonder. Now, what I will say about this rapid foaming gel, it's got a lovely after tingle. So after you glide across it, after the shave, my face is like tingling. Just a reminder that you've used this wonderful product for your shave today. Nice. This Gillette sensor, guys, really was a triumph in technology for the Gillette company. It was a dual-bladed cart that made a shave more efficient, smooth, nick and tuck free, added lubrication on the top. Beautiful. I've got a little weeper going here. All right, so last but not least, you could do an against grain shave if you wanted to. I'm doing it without adding any more of that rapid foaming gel. Now, I've been blessed with a great friend, Jimmy G, who sent me these wonderful vintage shaving accoutrements. And if you've been blessed this week, this month, this year, send a thank you up above. Again, build your relationship with God. Again, not a religious channel. It is a shaving channel and a silliness channel. But, you know, when you're called to do, you do. All right. I want to thank you all for watching. And I hope you stay around. Come back. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this shave, about the Gillette Sensor XL. And I'll get back into the swing of things now that I've got the beard off. I'm breathing better. And I will see you clowns next time. But in the meantime, you know what to do. You know what to do. All right, guys. Keep pushing play. Now roll the music.
Took you like a shot, thought that I could chase you with grooming. Let a couple years water down until